Okay, so I promised, just like you saw there in online friends, I'm going to have you write the equation for that tripod problem on your math practice for today. But for all of us, I told you I'm not going to make you count by your threes every time. It is a great strategy, especially if you get that jingle in your head and you learn those facts really fast. But I'm going to teach you a new strategy. What am I teaching? It is called the 5 shortcut. What is it called?
5 shortcut.
Would you guys agree if you give me a fist of 5, fist being like they're like super hard, 5 being like super easy, how well do you know your 5's facts? Or your 5's count bys? Well, I should see a fist of 5 number from everybody who's listening, right? 5's facts, how are we doing on those? In between, awesome, meh. How you doing, Jade? On your 5's facts. Fist of 5. 5? Sweet. How about you, Calvin? 5. We know our 5's pretty well, right? So, hands down. I'm going to teach you to use your 5 shortcut for your 3's. You can really use the 5 shortcut for any fact in the future. Let me show you what I mean. This is the exact same as the triangles on the other sheet. Just like we did the tripods. And I want to know how many sides are in 7 triangles. Well, I will tell you as soon as I have all of my friends in a listening position. 3, 2, 1. Get there. Shouldn't have any things in our hands. Water bottles are on the floor. We're facing forward. Hands are not busy. Instead of counting all of these 3's count bys and writing them down, does anybody have memorized what 5 times 3 is? 3 groups of 5. Miss Macy. Let's count by 5s really quick. 5, 10,
15.
boom. You already knew my answer. You were very speedy. But I just want to start with 5 groups of 3, which total, right, is 15. Because we know our 5's easy. Can somebody tell me if I added 3 more to 15, what would my next group of 3 be after 15? Kevin?
16.
Oh, double check. 15, 16, 17, 18. So 3 more than 15 is 18. And then if I added 3 more sides, what would my next one be, Gunner? Do you need to phone a friend? 21, very good. So, see how it was way less work for me? Instead of writing down every single count by, I started with the 5th one because I know that 3 times 5 is 15. And then I counted up from there. Capiche? Let's try this for another one here. How many wheels are on 9 tricycles? Well, we're going to start off with our 5th count by. Oh, so 3 times 5. We talked about this before.
15.
3 times 5, everybody is?
15.
Oh, online people, I don't know about you, but my friends are really sleepy. So we're going to try this again. Class?
Yes.
3 times 5 is?
15.
Okay, we know that fact. It's an easy peasy fact for us, right? 15. Who can give me the next one and I can start that jingle? Get that jingle going in your head. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. Woo! We don't even have to keep going. How many were on 9 tricycles?
18.
Braylon. 27, because that's what I got to on my last count by 9 trikes, or 9 groups of 3. 9 trikes with 3 wheels on each trike equals 27. This last one is going to be your practice problems in your brains. Online friends, I will have this on your online practice. We've already found the total, but I want you to use your quick 5s trick, or your 5 shortcut, for finding my tripods. So I want to know when I get called on, or when I call on somebody, I want to know what is your 5th count by, and these next 3 to find your total for how many legs are on 8 tripods. And I will give you all about a minute to think about that in your brains. Online friends, I'm just going to pause you so that you can come back to this, okay? Good luck. Okay, my friends, this is our very last practice activity for math today. And we are going to be using our story problems to practice those 3 facts and maybe even some facts we've learned before. So, macaroni and cheese. We are going to be on our math boards, or today, my friends, you're writing on your desks because we're going to wipe them up anyhow. So, pull out your marker. Weak sauce. Try this again to see if we can all be together and ready to go. Pull out your marker. Very good. Here's my first practice problem. Spencer arranged, too far. Spencer arranged his soccer trophies in 3 equal rows. If he has 12 trophies, how many trophies are in each row? This time I want you guys, I heard River do it already, but when she heard a key word, she was like, 3. She just shouted out because she heard it. You guys know what to expect, right? I'm going to read it a second time here, and I want you guys to go ahead and either like raise your hand or say it when you hear a key word. And then after our keywords are marked, you are all going to read it a 3rd time. Get it?
Got it.
Good. Go ahead and listen and be ready to shout out the keywords. Spencer arranged his soccer trophies in 3 equal rows.
3.
Oh, anything else important there?
Soccer trophies.
I totally heard rows. You're right. If he has 12 trophies,
12 trophies.
how many trophies are in each row?
Each. In each.
Okay, but listen really quickly. I'm going to reread this last chunk, and I want you only to tell me the most important part for me to mark. How many trophies are in each row?
Trophies. In each row.
Oh, I don't know. There's like some magic words in there that tell me my label.
How many trophies?
Oh, how many trophies? So I've been marked my most important stuff. Are you all ready to read with me?
Yep.
Starting right here. Spencer arranged his soccer trophies in... Holy cannolis, pause. That is a point for me. What do you say? It's math time. When you hear that we're going to read together, what's your job?
Read together.
You guys can read this too because everybody needs the practice, but I should not see markers going. Markers are grooved. We are up here, and if we need to do it again, we will, but all of my friends need to be reading. Are you ready?
Yes, we go. Spencer arranged his soccer trophies in 3 equal rows. If he has 12 trophies, how many trophies are in each row?
That was so much better. Thank you, friends. With those keywords that we marked, what are we going to be doing to represent this problem? How would we represent it? I heard that we've got rows. We know how many trophies he has. What would be a really smart way to represent this problem?
So we put 3 in each, well, 3 through the rows.
Very good. I agree with that. We've got 3 equal rows, so I'm going to go ahead and line up my buttons of 3 rows. And you guys can do that too. I'm going to zoom out just a hair so you can all see that work. She's totally right. We know that there's 3 equal rows, so I lined up my 3 rows. I should see every single mathematician doing this on our desk because we are working together right now. We are not slacking. Once you have your 3 rows, what else do we know? And I apologize to cut you off, but I want to make sure other people are paying attention, okay? So right, we got 3 equal rows, so I can check that off. We took care of that. What else, Emerson?
12 trophies.
Oh, that's my total. Where would I put my total in this array? We talked about, I'll give you a hint. We talked about fast arrays last week. I know we had a long weekend, so I want you guys to kind of try to refresh. We learned about fast arrays. So if we know our total, we can do something that's really speedy. Instead of drawing all of my dots, what can I do, Emerson?
Just draw dots, not just draw like.
For a fast array, when I know my total, there's a really speedy thing I can do. Want to phone a friend? I can just write the numbers. Now, where would I write the number for my total, Gunner? because you're totally right. Under this, I'm going to write it down at the bottom for my array.
You make a circle, then make it.
Where do I make my circle, Kevin? I do make a circle.
And your threes, and then make it go really far down. And
What do you mean in my threes? Am I going to make this be a horizontal circle or a vertical circle?
vertical.
Ooh, try again.
Horizontal.
Horizontal. I don't know how many are in a row yet, right? That's what I'm going to find. So that's where I put my circle. I'm trying to figure out how many are in a row. So that's my circle part. I need to put my circle on top because that's what I'm trying to find. But I can plug in my total. Third grade. In an array, is it a side or the inside where my total would go?
Inside.
Inside. So go ahead and just put 12 on the inside. Instead of having to draw 12 dots, we're just going to put that number there. And I know that I'm counting by my threes up to 12 now.
18.
Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
We already have 3, so I can say 3. Are you ready to sing the song? We're going to do it really slow. And as we do it, each count bag gets another dot in that top row. 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, I gotta stop. I got to it. As you are finishing that up, would you peek at your picture and make sure, do you now have a 3 by 4 array? Because if you have it flip-flopped and you have 4 by 3, it tells you that you really want to pay attention to your rows and how many are in each, right? So you should have 3 on the side and 4 on the top. Show me your thumbs if you've got that. Should be 3 on the side and 4 going across the top. Nice work, my friend. Now I need an equation with a variable, an answer, and a label. Who can hook me up with that? I started with my total, so if I started big and I got smaller, that can give you a hint for what operation. What do you think, Ms. Ryland?
So,
If I started big and I split it up to get smaller, I must have.
so you have to do 12, then do the dividing thing,
Bingo, 12 divided by 3.
and then we don't know what's next.
Very good. If they wanted to know how many trophies, what would be a smart variable to use here? Savannah? Oh,
T.
yes, T. Now here's a sneaky thing. Hocus pocus.
Everybody focus.
Because T looks so close to a plus sign, I want you to do a T with a little tail. So it's like a little backwards J like that, like an umbrella handle, and then your T. Capiche? That's kind of a weird thing. Every time we do a T for a variable, try to remember to add the little umbrella hook on the bottom so that we know it's a T and not a plus sign. That's just kind of a picky thing in math. We just do the weird type of T. Now she's got that perfect, an equation with a variable, so I add my semicolon to separate that from my answer. Who can finish this off for me? It's going to be T equals... Hopefully you'll make a little bit more sense than my gibberish there. Madison, what do we got? Say me the whole thing for me. T equals 4 trophies. Now trophies, I no longer have to use a fancy T. I'll just write it in my normal handwriting, right? You totally can stick with the fancy T if you want to, but T equals 4 trophies. I am going to give you guys 2 more practice problems like this, and I want to see your picture, an equation with a variable, and then your answer and label. Good luck.